Anyway, today we're going to go over one of our attachments. We don't go over our attachments a ton, so I just wanted to go over one of these flail heads so that we can show some cutting, give you a quick demo on it. These things run upwards of $18,000 to $20,000. This one's, I think, $3,900. So just something to consider, that it is a viable option, and that some of our attachments do fit the name brand stuff. So that's something we just found out was pretty cool, that the New Holland E35 is the same as our BH70D. We had a guy come in with a U17 and bought the same as our ZH25D. So there is some cross-reference there. The spacing might be a little off side to side, but I think the U17 was like, I think half an inch from one side to the other, and he was going to put grommets or washers in. So some viable options for some cheaper attachments. I'm going to give this guy a quick demo, just kind of cutting back the edge of the driveway. My camera guy is going to step way back. We're just going to do just a little bit here, but I wanted to show you guys some of the other options that we do offer. We run the attachments, we run the machines, and the attachments are purchased from another company to kind of help us move along and help you guys keep some attachment costs down. But so far, for the most part, they do very well. I had a guy buy a expander, I think, or an expander ripper, and it was a little bit more than ours. It looked cooler. It did. It had the serrated teeth on, but he broke that thing with our KH14G. He took our ripper, and, you know, it's still up and running. So we're going to give you a quick video, give you a quick demo, and we'll see if you guys like it. We'll see you in a minute. And to give you guys a quick insight, I've actually never run one of these flail heads on excavator. As a farmer, you know, we run mostly tractors, and to be honest, I grew up a broke farmer, so we didn't have a bunch of fancy stuff. But I'm going to give this a shot and see how well I do running it, and at least get you some demo. Oh, that's pretty cool. So that's about what I can reach for now. We're gonna just bump ahead a little bit here because I'm trying to get that high stuff down. I'm still using my blade for an extra point of contact. Nice thing about these 70s is they do have a window here on top so that I can actually see what I'm getting into. And if I'm doing it wrong, I'm sure someone out there in the YouTube world will correct me, but for now, for today, guess what? It's accomplishing what I want to accomplish. And very seamlessly too, so I'm gonna actually try to get into some of this bigger stuff and see if we can make some noise. But really, it's not even grunting this, either or, the head or the machine. I'm gonna pull ahead again a little bit. Knock a little bit more of this edge down. That way the trucks don't have to drive through the trees. And yes, before some of you guys know it, I am wearing sandals. It is 7 p.m. I just wanted to get this out for a customer that's been waiting on this demo video to show him if it worked or not. And I figured while I was out here, why not just give it out to the world and they can kind of make their own decisions. We're all big boys and girls. But pretty neat. Beats the hell out of a pole saw. It really really gets up there. Again, we're in our 70, which has a little bit more reach and so forth, a little bit more capability. There we go, there's some thick stuff. Now I'm getting close to my lines, so I'll probably soon call this good. But man, does that thing just make short work of it. And we have these mowers in the 30s as well, so that's something they were able to supply us with. And those of you that are not familiar, we ran a check valve on the one side so that if you make a mistake and you run it in the wrong direction, it's not going to blow your seals out. So that is something that we've also done. I'm just going to knock a few more things down because the girls usually cut some things out. I want to make sure they have enough content. I mean, it really does just make short work of it all, doesn't it? Really close to that guide wire, so trying to be cautious there. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not, but we're getting close. There you go, guys and girls. We run the attachment in, kind of got a quick video for you. I wanted to show you what it could do. And I mean, it makes short work of it for sure. That thing absolutely did more than I thought it would do. Now, again, I'm not familiar with flail mowers to a huge degree, except that it's not 18,000, it's not 12,000, it's not one of them big numbers. And what we've accomplished, and I did do just a little bit down behind my shop. You got to get a little bit of a feel for it, but that's really this is my first day running one, and we've cleared here where the trucks run against. We're not out sweating our balls off and trying to beat the heat. We are in an air-conditioned cab, and like I said, it makes it a lot nicer for a fraction of the cost. We appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate the guys that are buying Groundhog. We appreciate everybody that has helped us grow to the degree we have. Starting roughly the next 5 to 6 weeks, we'll be up to 23 dealers once we can get some of these guys some inventory. That's where we're at right now. We've been very fortunate. Some of you guys have put orders in with us, and I've been saying this for 2 years. And again, I really can't appreciate and thank you guys enough. It's been very exciting to grow to the degree we have. We've been trying to take the Chinese out of China. That's what we say around here when we're putting a machine together. Now everybody's saying we upgrade this and that, which I'm not going to bullshit anybody. They all come from China, but no matter what brand you buy at this point in your life, there is a part in every machine that comes from China. If you don't believe me, start backtracking anybody. I don't care if it's Parker. I don't care if it's Eaton. I don't care if it's Bobcat. Sure, they have factories here, but we have a plant here that we assemble them right here. So the young man that's holding the camera right now, he puts his wrenches on the next machine. And we still do used equipment. For those of you that do need to be in a name brand unit, we offer that. But I don't even know at this point. There's a Kubota K008. If my camera guy flips around, we're going to walk down this just real quick to give you some insight, because some of you folks aren't fortunate enough to be able to go side by side. You've seen my videos. You've seen what we offer. This is a Kubota K008. Now they have a -5. They're $28,000, and they will look like this. If you look at my groundhogs, my blade has edge protection and curl protection. My blade is taller. We use the same size track as a Kubota K008. My platform is much, much larger to get into. When you look at my platform, you can slide across there. If you're a big guy, you can slide across there and not trip over it. My ROPS is not in front of your eyeballs. If you're 6'6" and you're going to run this machine, you're literally ducking under the ROPS. So that's all the stuff that we've been looking at and trying to make sure we're facilitating to a better degree. Obviously, this machine's a little bit older, but it's still the same concept in a 005 or a 008-5. And we are running, larger pedals. So here's the pedals they run their platforms. There's how they run the auxiliaries. You're looking at a $30,000 excavator right here. We have a $9,900 excavator and now an $8,900 excavator in our 14 series. We've gone to bat for everybody to try to get our costs down, and we've got our costs down. I didn't just get my costs down and keep the price the same. I got my cost down and passed it on to you. So yes, you're gonna save a few bucks if you go to China yourself or you try to put one of these together, but you're not gonna know what you're gonna get. I have been back and forth with the plants now for 3 years. They have a certain build for us. It is that way every time. We might change one or two minor things, and there might be one or two minor things that I'm not, acclimated 100%. Maybe the inside races of a drive gear, something like that. But for the most part, we have a very good idea of what we do. We do the assembly here. And now that we have the attachment line as well, which we'll be adding those prices on for the folks that do have a name brand unit, and you're looking for an option that a rake isn't $3,000 or a ripper isn't $1,900. Our rakes, we have a rake for this unit. We have jackhammers for this unit. A jackhammer for this unit is $2,900. If you're going to buy a jackhammer for a unit that size in CAT, it's going to run you about 14, 15 grand. We're trying to make sure we give you guys another option. And as I've said in every other video, if you want pretty, if you want perfect, if you want pristine, go to CAT, go to Bobcat, go to every name brand. If you want a machine that digs a hole, cuts a brush line back, and actually just roughly the same job, but the paint quality is maybe not as good. The steel thickness is the same. We've done that now 3 times. Back to this machine, going back to this KO008 real quick. Our steel is thicker on our blade. Our runners are thicker. Our base plates are thicker. If I take you down to a 14 horsepower gas unit, we go apples to apples, ours is thicker. If you go to a CAT 306 or a 55 Bobcat or something like that, they are running 3/4 steel. We are running 7/8 and 1 inch steel, and our bottom plates are 1 1/4 inch, and it's a hunk of steel. And this video got way longer than I promised my camera guy we'd be, but I just want to, when we're doing these videos, get you the information. And like I said, it's 7:15 right now, and we're still at it, trying to get these machines out for folks, trying to make sure that we're not sounding like a broken record, which we have for 4 weeks. We've been telling everybody, out of stock or coming in as the orders for the previous people are getting filled. So that's kind of your gap. If we wouldn't have had any orders, we would have inventory, but we've been having up to 130 and 150 pre-orders. So when we have 200 machines come in, there may be 50 left. They'll go out to the dealer, and now we've doubled that inventory. So it's just a matter of getting stuff cleared, and we'll have it. But as I was saying, with your steel thicknesses, you got 3/4 steel and 7/8 steel and 1/8 inch steel. There's definitely some oomph in the girl. So just trying to give you guys, again, a whole rundown. I don't know what's going to make the video. The girls do cut and edit some of these videos, and I try to give them a lot of content so they have the ability to do that. They're going to probably cut out some stuff where I messed up, but I just wanted to show you guys kind of the full ins and outs of some attachments of the machinery. And we have one new model coming out in the gas line, and then I think that's where we're going to settle. The units and the models that we have, we're pretty satisfied with. We're pretty satisfied with the size ranges. I don't think I want to get into any other models at this point, just because of what we have being so popular and trying to stay up with the demand. So there should be a model in these runs, though, that fill your needs, because we go from 1 ton to 6 ton. And now we've filled the gap between 3 ton and 6 ton with a 7,000, 8,000 pound unit. The only thing I don't have yet is a 10,000. That may be the extra model that we end up adding next year. But this year, we're just trying to keep up with everybody, trying to keep everybody happy. And I'll be honest, I know that there's some folks out there that we haven't because timelines got a little extended, and I apologize for that. I'm never going to say that we do everything perfectly. We're all human here. We got 2 people in the office, 2 people helping the office manager, and 10 in the shop, and then 4 for inspections and final. So, you know, they're gonna mess up from times, and we, like I said, we apologize for that. But I've had brand new vans that I've got from Dodge and had it back in Dodge, and I know that's the worst thing I could have just said for all you Ford guys out there, or Chevy guys. But let's be real. You can go buy a new car, a new Bobcat, new anything, and it could have that issue. There's very few brands that you're going to pick that have never had an issue. Everybody has recalls. Everybody has stuff they got to work through. And I think that we've pretty much worked through the majority of it. And I think we're on easy street, except for getting the stuff. So whole bunch of information there for you to guys to compress. I will we'll post this video and see if you guys are interested in any of the attachments. Just give us a ring. We'll get you some pricing. I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate the business. If you guys are interested, give us a call at 570-765-9338. We'll catch you in the next video. Appreciate everybody. Just wanted to give you a quick, I guess, experience. I don't know how else to put it. Demo. My God, if I could talk today. But give you guys a quick couple minutes. Start over.